imagine.
No, yes, I've been, even just to get to this court case, I got robbed and everything else for me not to continue this court case. Almost killed. Yes.
Okay. So, do you still want to go through with the mental health diversion plan?
I'm not taking, I don't want to, I want this case against me to be dropped.
Okay.
As well as figuring out what happened to him, how all of that.
So,
because
I can
I understand that it's corrupt and we got to go through all this because they're white and they have money and they use the district attorney to do all this to prolong finding out what happened to him and where he is. So I understand that I'm doing this on the forefront for restorative justice and social justice, and these are the little seeds that we need to sow for the bigger thing to happen. So with everybody playing their part, go ahead.
I am trying to get your case dismissed. I think Catherine had set up like the mental health diversion process where you would be able to just do it from where you are, but we have the doctor here today to do the evaluation at least, because basically what happens is the doctor does the evaluation, then the evaluation gets sent to our Department of Mental Health, and then it's within our office, and then they argue to a judge that you should qualify for the program, and then once you qualify...
Why am I going to a program when they're the people that prank called me first? And the black lady befriended me on Instagram and said she's writing a book about us, and then sent all the documentation to my house, and now she's listed on the warrant along with Davohnte. Why am I going through a program when they have a recording saying, is this about Davohnte? Davohnte is my friend, and he is a registered missing person.
Right.
Why am I going through a program when this is corrupt to the core?
So let me ask you this.
I'm not going to a program.
You don't have to go to a program. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We
I
can
don't
do
understand.
other things.
I don't want to do anything. I want to find him, and I want to understand why is the district attorney and the judge allowing this to go on when the elephant in the room is that they befriended a missing person, and he is still missing, and the court is so corrupt that the judge doesn't see this?
The judge doesn't.
So then the judge needs to see this, because this is a waste of taxpayers' money. And the fact that George Gascon and Rob Bonta is now the Department of Justice Attorney General, and this person is still missing, and he's listed on the warrant, and the restraining order is corrupt. Period. I'm not going through anything. I want to understand why the judge is allowing this at its core. Why are we sitting here at its core that Black Lives Matter and a white family has befriended him and took me on Instagram on Christmas on a roller coaster of emotions?
So I don't have much of the background.
Well,
of
you
this.
know what?
The
Then you
white
need to
family-
figure it out, because the white family is restrained.
Well, why don't you tell me about it?
I can send you all of this that I sent to Christine Gardner, Al Harrington before. So as a person that you're on the same team, instead of me having to repeat this through 3 public defenders because nobody wants to pick up this corrupt case, and unfortunately you're the one that got it passed to because other people keep on moving on because it's so corrupt, nobody wants to pick it up. So the fact that I got to go through the context one more time for you, that's a 3rd time in 3 years almost, is corrupt. And I will, because I wrote it up for NBC Bay Area. So the same documentation that Mount Shasta has, the same documentation that NBC Bay Area has, you'll have 3 years later now? On May 5th, you can read about it on his anniversary, because these white people have the district attorney in their back pocket, and that they push these court documents through while COVID was happening and the courts were closed in OC. And the black woman that befriended me, because she said she's writing a book about us on Instagram, actually had me on her phone going through the website on OCCorrupt, showing me that, look, The court's closed, but I can still push this information through because she said I have hookup. So whoever signed the documentation for my restraining order and warrant is also corrupt.
I get that, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one that filed these
charges. But you know what? You're in this line because God put you in this position, because he woke you up and everyone up today on native land to say it's broken. And we are guests here. And what's happening on broken on native land, right down the street from court, all the court cases you could have named that court case is called hate. We're literally looking at hate right now, and we have a missing black person. That's my boyfriend. And then we have a white family using the Department of Justice and using the district attorney and using all of you as toys. So do you want to be a toy today, or do you want to stand up for restorative justice like we talked about?
I will stand up for you.
I'm committed, like Steph Curry 30. You may try, which is a shot in the dark. I'm committed to bring Davohnte Morgan home and to bring restorative justice for the white people that are using the district attorney and you as toys today. So no, I'm not going to a program.
That's fine.
Fine is frantic, irritable, neurotic, and emotional. So I'm good. You may be fine. I'm good. And I'm committed to bring restorative justice during Black Lives Matter every day down the street from Department H8. Hate. Of all the things to name court today, down the street from hate, this is going to come out. Put a P in court and he becomes corrupt. I wish I had some better news to tell you. But what you're telling me today is not okay. And I'm not going to stand for it. And I've been standing for it. So you can be toyed around, but I am not. I'm standing up today for restorative justice, for women's empowerment every day. So you can sit down and I'm going to stand up.
Look, we can both stand up.
Let's stand up for restorative justice down the street from Department Hate, because this person has been missing since May 5th. And the white people that are toying around the district attorney is disgusting. And the fact that tax dollars are being used for this for the last 3 years is really disgusting.
Look, I do agree with you.
So, no. You may go ahead.
You have to understand who holds the power here.
I understand on native land, God holds the power. And the people that are in this courtroom and the judge that think their ego holds the power, they are wrong. They are wrong, because God did not wake anyone up today to have ego. Only an open heart can catch a dream. Only an open heart can catch a dream. That means people in there actually have to stop botting out and wake up on native land. The fact that white people are using their money and the district attorney in the back pocket down the street, Department H8, is corrupt. You don't see that as a public defender?
I do see that. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
There's only so much we can do to
well,
get
you
the
know
case
what?
dismissed, because I can't go into their computers to do it.
Well, then you're going to stand up. You're going to get it dismissed. You're going to wake up for God today on native land, because the world is broken and Black Lives Matter. That's right. Is somebody staring?
No, it's my friend.
Okay, well, your friend can be in the movie as well.
It's okay.
No, I know it's okay, because this is a movie and we have 500,000 views worldwide.
So why don't we go in there and I will stand up
yes,
for you.
I will stand up. Yes, thank you.
Let's
be women's empowerment every day instead of on Wednesday.
I promise you
and also in March. I'm committed, like Steph Curry 30. Because we're in the playoffs for a reason.
So you didn't receive anything from the last 3 public defenders that have been assigned to this case?
Not the CNN stuff that you're talking about. Not the new stuff. I have the discovery from the DAs.
All the previous?
Mm-hmm. I have all the discovery, but I just want to know what information you have.
Okay, so I will resend.
Just email it. Send everything, yeah.
So OCCorrupt.
Zainab dot me, so that's a dot and it's a thing.
Okay. Can you get the first
I'm actually going to make a motion to dismiss on your behalf, so let's go to the podium and see if she can do it. On behalf of Ms. Wagner, she's present. We have a flyer that we'd like the court to see. Yes. Your Honor, at this time, the defense would like to make a motion to dismiss this case. And do you want to say anything to the court? Or are you okay?
Davohnte Morgan has been missing in Mount Shasta since May 5th, 2020. the Devries family, along with Tracy Parente, have kidnapped Davohnte and have served me a warrant and a restraining order to stay away. The thing about it is that she prank called me. Her son landed on my Instagram. Her husband prank called me. Her whole defense is a recording of her saying, "Is this about my friend? Davohnte's my friend." Except no one knows this white woman. And she spoke of him after he went missing in Mount Shasta. Now they are white, they have lots of money, and they are from San Clemente. Tracy Parente, who is listed on the warrant next to Davohnte Morgan, befriended me on Instagram and said she's writing a book about us. She got my address, and she said that if I talked to anybody, that I would be going to court. Now, I don't know this lady, and I don't know this white lady, and I don't know this white family, but they've prank called me, saying the promo code about his slides that he went missing in Mount Shasta, the promo code is H8. The father, the mother, have prank called my daughter and said they were calling on behalf of OC Sheriff Department. Now, it's very corrupt that white people privileged with money from San Clemente can get the whole district attorney's office to serve me paperwork while the courts are closed during COVID. The world is corrupt, and it is broken on native land. And we are all guests here. And we need to remember why God woke us up today. Not for ego, not for money, and not for greed. That this is human, in real time, in real life, before AI takes over all our jobs, because we've all, or I haven't, maybe you have, and not in any offense at all, most have bought it out. Now the real truth is, how long are these Tracy Parente, the Devries family, going to hold up taxpayers' money and district attorney time and Rob Bonta's time? And are we going to face the truth of corruption in our lives in front of us, or are we just going to put our head down and look away like everyone else? Do Black lives really matter? Does the world really matter? Do we really matter? Does Davohnte Morgan really matter? Or does Tracy Parente, the Devries family, and the ties that are so deep in Orange County Court, and Orange County Sheriff's Department, so deep that we're just going to roll our eyes and let this pass and sweep it under the rug like every other corrupted case that's out there? Let me finish the motion.
The defense, based on this information, would like to ask the court to dismiss the case. Thank you.
The court is going to deny that request. There is no legal basis that the court can dismiss the case at this time, and therefore the request to dismiss is denied.
Great. I would love to see these white people in court. Let's go to trial.
That's what we're doing.
Awesome. Restorative Justice Day. Happy Restorative Justice Day.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to talk to the attorney for a minute, and I need to be able to hear her, so just hang tight for a moment. Ms. Musa, are you still pursuing a motion in second court?
No, Your Honor.
It is my opinion, based upon my knowledge of this case, that a settlement conference would not be productive. Do both counsel agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm not going to order a settlement conference. We will set it for a trial. Why is it going out so far?
Your Honor, it's due to my schedule, unfortunately, but
That's fine.
thank you.
And so the date was 11. I'm going to set it for a 9/7 pre-trial a couple of weeks ahead of time because it's just going out so far. I want to make sure that
Sure.
everything's lined up.
So I'll be
and
here
ready
for
to
you.
go.
What's the date?
It's
Does
she'll tell
Mr.
us
Donna
right
still live up in Northern California?
You still live in up
I live in San Francisco.
I didn't know.
She does. She
Yeah,
lives in
okay.
San Francisco.
Davohnte Morgan is also from San Francisco.
All right. So,
So, the
Ms.
date she's
Musa
gonna say
set
right
for
now,
a pre-trial
it's not-
July
you don't have to
13th.
worry about
Does that work for your schedule?
yes, it does. July 13th.
And Ms. McGuire, I'm not ordering you to come to court on July 13th. That's just to make sure that the attorneys have everything squared away for your
So we have all
trial.
the evidence
Your
for your
trial
trial.
is scheduled for the request on
I'll
this
send you everything
document
again.
for July
I'm just a
27th.
process person, so
No, that's awesome.
I'm
Thank you for
system
your help.
And
process oriented.
I
I'm
appreciate your help.
limited time
I'm an
waiver, the
engineer.
defense is withdrawing the general time
I'm
waiver.
a tech women engineer.
Ms. McGuire, you're ordered to be present at 8:30 in the morning. This department, July 27th is a Thursday. That's the date you chose, right? I'm going to ask both sides to prioritize this case so it can go out as close to July 27th as possible. And so Ms. McGuire, your trial should start July 27th, or within 10 days of that date, we'll try to get it started as close to July 27th as we can. All right?
Thank you for your commitment and integrity.
Okay, you're good to go for today. I'll see you, and then make sure to send me that stuff, okay?
Is there a
Yes.
request to file this, or is this for just?
That's yours. That's your personal copy for you. I signed it myself.
Come on back. For your records? Yeah, we'll talk about that.